Today's gym time reflection is in the book of Job. So, my family and I are doing the 1 year chronological reading of the Bible with the Bible recap, which I will link below because I've done it before. We did it about 3 years ago, but my kids are older now, and so are my husband and I. And it is a great guided way to go through scripture. It also really does help because there's some historical context of things and explaining of other things. So, either way, yesterday was Job. And Job 13:15 is the verse that I'm going to focus on. So it reads like this. Even if he kills me, I will hope in him. I will still defend my ways before him. So, context of what's happening here, Job, wealthy, from the land of Uz, has children, is a righteous and blameless man. And in the beginning of the story, God and the accuser, Satan, are having a conversation. And God is like, look, check out my servant Job. And the accuser is saying, well, the only reason why he's so upright and righteous is because you have given him everything. He has no reason to kind of like curse you. I bet you if you were to take everything away from him, he would not stay so righteous. And so God's like, go ahead. And read the story, get all the details, but he loses everything in traumatic fashion, like all at once, everything. Like in a couple of minutes span, he loses his children, his home, his wealth, everything that he owns. And he begins to mourn. He has friends who come and mourn with him, which having friends like that is so important. I know that one of the hardest things for me has always been staying quiet. But sometimes all people need is for you to just come alongside them and be with them in what they're doing, crying with them, being silent with them, because there's not always an answer. And that's the point of what's happening here. After a few days, his friends start kind of giving him reasons why this has happened. And although some of the things that they're saying about God are true, what they're saying about Job is not true. So they go back and forth, and now Job is speaking back to one of his friends. I think it's his third friend that he's talking to. And he says these words. There's a song that says, though you slay me. And the words are, though you slay me, still I will follow. Though you slay me, still I will follow, though you, I will bless your name. It's by Shane and Shane. I can't think of the words right now because I'm being put on the spot. This song gets me every time. The first time I heard it was at a funeral for one of my friends a few years ago who died suddenly, to parents who were believing pastors. And then at a very young age, we were like 34 years old, he died. And they chose to worship anyway. And that was such a lesson to me because I was a young mom at the time. My children were young. I could not even imagine lifting my hands in worship in that, believing that I could still have hope in a situation like that. Since then, my life has changed, and my goal now is to be able to worship and things like that. And I've not been a really good follower of that lesson. When things go bad, the first thing I'm saying is like, why, God, why? And I'm looking for a reason. Did I deserve this? And, how can I make it better? And what lesson do you want me to learn so I can quick be done with this? But Job is saying that, Lord, destroy me, take it all away. And still, I'm going to be righteous. I'm going to worship anyway. I'm going to obey anyway. I'm not going to blame you. My hope disappears in times like that, like in a crazy way. As I was listening to it yesterday, there's some things going on in my life right now that really have nothing to do with me, but I'm watching people be in tremendous pain that I know don't deserve it. And I want to be an encouragement to walk beside them in what they're doing and how they're doing it. Encourage them to let them know that this, I pray, will pass. And that even though it's happening, there is still hope in God. Your baby, the baby Silvio. Even if he kills me, I will hope in him. Believing that this life isn't the end is the hope. Even if he kills my flesh, takes my breath, I have hope for my everlasting future. That's huge faith. He's sucking on my sock. He's so cute, but it's weird. That's what matters, right? The everlasting. The everlasting. The eternal, my soul. Take it all. The comfort, the cushion, the blessings. Test me. Let my faith be for my future, my soul. Let my faith be for my soul. To not relent, knowing that he is not wrong. Job knows he hasn't done anything. This isn't because of what he deserves or doesn't deserve or what he's done and has a consequence. Not everything has a consequence. Some things just are. Some things just are. They just are. Is that enough of an answer? They just are. They just are. Lord, let that be enough of an answer. And that my hope remain in you. That's my prayer for today. Okay. See you later.